that. Don't need that. Need that. Layer. New layer.
Oh, that's right. Crap. Delete this.
Delete.
Delete. Where's the delete?
What character am I gonna draw tonight?
Oh. Yes.
Alright, mine's going. What character gross should I draw tonight?
Window capture. That's what I want.
I tried window capture with Clip Studio and it didn't work. I ended up having to do a monitor capture.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. It might work for you. It might be just because my tablet's weird.
It shows like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Clip Studios. It says null in it. Then it says Clip Studio Paint.
I don't know which one of those you should use. Clip Studio never showed up at all when I tried to add a window capture to my freaking OBS. Well, anyway, I don't know if we'll end up having any watching.
No, mine's showing up on here. So let's see. Start stream and I'll record it just for fun.
I'm only.
You want to mute yourself if.
I've muted all the. That window's not muted. Okay, yours just went live.
I'm making sure it runs, and then I'll quit it out.
The window showing yours isn't muted, and it's on my computer on the other side of the room. Hold on.
And it's on the computer on the other side of the room. Yay! Look at that. Oops, don't want that. I need to click clips. Okay, see what else do now.
I am just made of awesome.
Yeah. Alright, we look good. So minimize that. Click on Tristan's.
Okay, Malachi. I'm going to make my Eladrin tonight.
Your Eladrin?
My Eladrin.
So
that should be fun.
Background music real quick for.
Oh no, don't do that. If you do that, you won't be able to hear things. It'll get streamed.
Yes.
And then you'll get taken down for copyright infringement.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Son of a bleep.
No. It's insulting anyway.
Insulting?
Yes.
You listen to stuff all the time when you're doing stuff with me.
No, I really actually don't. I'm usually just... No.
Because you sing.
I sing without having any music playing. There have been like a couple instances where I had any music playing while I was with you. I don't turn on other sounds because I don't want things covering up my ability to hear you.
Oh, well, half the time when you were singing, I believe that you were doing that.
No, I know. I just sing while I'm playing games if I'm getting into it or need something to distract myself because we're getting creamed. Anyway, I've got your stream up and I've got my stream up. What are you? Okay, do you have my stream up and your stream up?
No, I just have yours. I'm not going to keep my stream up.
Oh, okay. So you just see a big blank page. That's not boring at all. Here, I'll show you.
Big blank page? What do you mean? Oh, yeah. I see a big blank page on your screen. Yeah.
Don't confuse me.
Yeah.
So this is the one that I was drawing the other day. I finished it.
Well,
I know. It'll appear there. It just appeared.
Paladin Ishk with his eagle or crow shield and mace.
Yeah, he's a cleric of the Raven Queen.
Ah, Raven. Gotcha.
Yep. And I've also done this one, which is my paladin with just his armor, nothing else. That was one of the first ones I did, so I was still getting back in the swing of things.
Gotcha.
There it is. Okay, now it's up there. And I also, the other day, did this one,
Yeah, I seen all the ones that you posted on the Discord.
Well, then consider that I'm showing off for the stream. And I just need you to go ooh and ah.
Ew.
Screw you.
Ah.
Now, do you know what this is?
Shadowrun character?
Shadowrun character. And do you know what's going on in front of his face?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, the way the way the thing is, eh, if my thing is to say with it. See, I got the feeling you want to curve the three panels that are trying to curve more back toward you, but to me they feel like they're sticking out in the opposite direction.
They're completely on a 2D plane. I thought about doing a curved 3D plane, and I just didn't end up liking it.
Okay, because I was gonna say, because to me they feel like more they're kind of pushing, going away from your character, not toward him, and or not quite on the same plane as the one that's already there.
And just
Just be
imagine that
just
it's one 2D plane, and they're just attached to the side.
Okay. I think it's the top one's like really jolted angle of the top piece that makes it feel that way. I'm just letting you know what I feel.
Okay, I took the time to write out words and then turn them backwards.
I see that. Wait, why would they be backwards?
Because
Because
he's
that
reading them. And he's facing us.
yeah. So okay, so it's doing exactly what I thought it was supposed to do, but it feels like it's going. Yeah. Okay. But you get what I mean, though, right? You see, so you see the image. You know how
I
it's
think that if I were to like color it so that you could see that this corner here is in front of his collar and not like behind it, right there, then you.
No, I get that that's beside that. But to what I believe those three boxes are is I believe that they're either next to that and not more in front of his face. To me, the way your line your angles of your lines makes it feel like it's going away from his body and not toward in front of his face.
It
You
is
get what I mean?
going. It's just. It's like he's holding up a sheet of paper in front of him. They're just off the side. I think I see what you're talking about.
Here's a perfect example. Your top one, your bottom one should mimic your top one more, I feel, with the shape of the boxing. The bottom one's throwing off the feel of it. Is kind of what I'm getting at. Cuz you got the larger portion towards him and the smaller, which gives the feel of it the angle of it. The other one makes it feel like it's on an opposite plane, the bottom one. You get what I mean? So that plane looks fine. Yeah, the angles, you got that angle to get to, so it's kind of shrinking as it gets away from his body. The other one is really even, so it doesn't have the same feel as the top one. You get what I mean?
I think so. Hang on.
So if the bottom one mimicked your top one more, I feel like it would have the effect. Okay, so you're mimicking the top one with the bottom one more.
Mm-hmm. Because they're not angled at all. I understand what you were seeing, I think. And it was just because I drew it poorly. But they're basically just supposed to be flat. These are all just, I didn't have a way to make things look good by putting them on a curved plane. So I think what you're saying is that it looks to you like we've got a curve inward from the back on this side,
Mm-hmm.
and
then
then a
that one's
curve
on.
toward on that side. So it's kind of forming this loop around his side.
Yes, and it feels like these three panels, which are more supposed to be in front of him, are more on the side of him.
Right. Well, I was hoping that the reversed lettering would be...
Which just to portray it as it's in front of him and not beside him.
Right. And I think that part of the problem is maybe that. I think so. It's tough.
Oh no, you're doing to even to mildly portray what you're doing is extremely hard, especially for people that are unskilled like we are. Well, you've been working a lot on your skill, and I haven't drawn in forever, so that is really good for what you like. I got what you were doing with it, but I was seeing it a little different at first glance.
Yeah. So, this
That's
is what I originally had. This is what I was originally hoping to
scribbling.
do. No, I was hoping to give him this big... This was the lower layer before I did the final. This is what I originally had, this curved surface here.
Wrapped around his whole body.
Wrapped around his whole body, and he was originally going to be reaching up and interfacing with it right... I'm like waiting for my stream to catch up right here. And so he was going to be, there was this target on the roof that you can see I put this box around that will zoom in now-ish. There we go. So yeah. Yeah. And he was going to have this rifle. I had so much trouble with the gun and everything that I eventually just did that. So that was that. So it ended up looking like that instead. Then this one I'm a little bit more proud of. This is, the wizard that Sam played in our D&D game, like, a bunch of years ago. And he's kind of nifty, because I ran through and talked with them about what was going on with this character, trying to figure out, how it should look. So had to run through how old is he, what kind of hairstyles he got, and then what does his clothing look like. He says, oh, he's going to have, a tunic and trousers, but they're going to be, because he was a wizard, and so I was expecting him to say, flowy robes. He said, no, just a regular tunic and trousers, just kind of classy looking. So I put in these, like rhinestones on the collar and on the cuffs. I gave him kind of a fancy belt in the belt pouch. And he wanted just flop boots, so I gave him flop boots. He wanted a staff that I asked him what his wizard staff looked like. He's like, well, it's just a quarter staff. I'm like, but looks more like a wizard staff than a weapon, right? Yay, the dragon's being drawn. And I wanted to put in what I remembered from the campaign was that his character had been extraordinarily petty, and so he got attacked by a dire wolf at one point that we later found out was, part of this pack, had a name and everything. Like the shifter whose family the dire wolf was referred to it as Uncle Rufus. And so after he got bit by the damn thing, he murderized it and then took the corpse to a tanner and had it made into a cloak.
Wow.
And then wore the dire wolf cloak for the rest of the campaign. So I put in Uncle Rufus hugging him. As only a dead dire wolf cloak can. Then he told me he had this stolen witch's hat. He had this ring on a chain that he used to communicate with his grandfather. He had a wizardy quarterstaff. He had floppy boots.
Sorry, be right back a second.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, something really bugging me.
There we go. And so that pretty much nailed everything. Yeah. Here we go. So, that about sums it up. Dragonborn. Alright. Nerevar. 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 Nerevar is an Eladrin. So, wait a minute. Is there something actually... Is there something written in my chat?
It's still gonna bug me, but I'm gonna have to live with it.
What's that?
Say for everyone to hear. Just sit on my inner thigh.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very unpleasant right now. It's being pain.
Way to go. How do I make it so that I'm only looking at the chat? I remember there was a way that I did it.
I got an idea for my next picture.
Okay, well, finish that one.
What if I don't wanna?
Aha. Chat only. Apply.
chat
It
only.
looks like there's... I don't know. Hold on. I just saw something weird on my computer screen that I can't really read from here. Your friend Tsukikiba has just started watching. Oh, okay. That's what it was telling me.
It's informing you that I was watching you.
It was.
I'm a creeper.
It is. Did yours inform you that I'm watching you?
I don't know.
Did you accept my friend request?
Yes.
Okay. Are you lying? Because that sounded like you were lying.
No, you look at your friends list. You should be able to see me, you piece of crap.
I don't know how to look at my friends list.
Online friends to the left. Come on.
I think we're friends.
Oh. Because that's what it says right now. When I'm on
I'm
your
looking
stream.
at my phone, okay? My computer's all the way on the other side of the room. My eyesight's decent, but it's not that decent.
Well, mine says online friends. Shagrazier.
Shagrazier. Alright, let's do this. What should Nerevar be doing?
Yeah, okay. That works. Feels too big, though. Feels too low.
I kind of want to do that moment at the beginning of the campaign.
Shoulders are too high.
Where he's... hunched down and solving this puzzle. And he's inside the big box. And there's this bird on top of the box with wings. So how do I turn that into what I want it to be? Because I want to do this, like, upward angle. I don't understand how to do angles. Oh, shit.
Think about it. Yeah, I should change my pen type. I don't like what it does. I thought it was cool at first, but now it's being a pain.
You're using the pencil, right?
No, I was using the pen for trying out the pen.
Oh, I'm using G Pen. I've been using G Pen for a long time. I like it the best out of all the tools.
G Pen?
Yeah, G Pen.
Which one's that? I have pen, pencil, brush.
So if you go to pen, you should get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options. And the first option is G Pen, under pen. You'll see that under pen you get pen and marker. Yeah, all the way up the top. There you go.
That's really fine.
But you can change the brush size. I'm constantly modifying brush sizes for things. Actually, I want to go back to this and go back to a 50 point.
Oh God, look at that. Ah!
I'm thinking he likes it.
2000%.
Jesus. What did you do?
It's 2000%.
I just see a giant blue turd appear next to your dragon.
2000. That's quite a bit.
Percent.
Or whatever. It's like 2000, whatever the number is. Points.
Yeah, points. It's like pixels. I'm pretty sure it's pixels. Mine's set to 15 pixels. And that's at its thickest point. So if I'm looking up at somebody, do edit, change, bam. Then their face is gonna come in like they're gonna lead down into their neck. Face is gonna open upward. And they're going to have eyes that look down. With a nose and a expression. Like a how did I get here? They have a pointy chin. Because he's an elf who has a pointy chin. Oh,
You have a pointy chin.
elves have pointy faces. They have more angular features. I'm trying to figure out how I make it so that it feels like I'm looking up.
Looking upwards?
Yeah. It's not easy.
Actually, what we should do is I actually should create another new full file real quick to we can help give ideas to each other.
What's that?
New, okay. So, like, are you looking straight up or up to the left or right?
It kind of, yeah, let's say to the left. Because I kind of want to be, like, from a low angle looking up as they've got this thing in their hands that they're looking at. That way I can focus on their face, and I can see things behind them.
Let's see if I can think of a... No, if I did that too...
I mean, here's...
Are you, like, over the shoulder or, like, looking upwards?
Well, like, here's an example of looking up at someone that I found on the
that's down, yeah. Oh, someone looking up at someone, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not looking for a downward angle on someone looking up. I'm looking for an upward angle on someone looking down. So maybe I can say, instead of upward angle, I can say low angle.
They're looking down at an item.
Right. Low angle. Okay.
Do line art, figure.
Hang on, I'm finding some good things. Probably just gonna end up stealing one of these and then using it as a skeleton. This could work. I like Grandpa in this one. Yeah. I think I might just snip out Grandpa in that one. That's a good one. I've realized after doing a couple of these streams why when people put it on YouTube they tend to, like, they first go through and put it at like 50x speed. And with no audio, because it's so slow and boring. It's so slow and boring watching, like, lines slowly appear, maybe, and then as they talk about their process. I thought that talking about the process would be interesting, but it probably is in the moment, like, if you're there and can interact with the person. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna steal Grandpa there from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So let's go. Do I have access to my function keys? English. Let's grab this keyboard. There we go. Function F6. Does that work? Oh, crap. Yeah, it worked. But the stupid thing stayed on the screen. Function F6.
Still not used to his drawing pad.
There we go. Come here, Grandpa.
I do like that.
Hello.
It's easy to undo with it.
Go back to my normal keyboard. Actually, I have to wonder. Did I set it so that it also copies to the clipboard? Cursor, screen, rectangular area. Save image, clipboard, okay. Says it also copies the clipboard, so I should be able to now open this up and say Control paste. There's Grandpa. How you doing? I just want to move you over here. And now let's just do this. Let's just make it easy. Alright, Grandpa. That'll do for now. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Tell people, watch our stream if you want to make yourself feel better about drawing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any great artists out there that need a steam boost?
Your arms
watch
look...
Watch Malachi draw an arm.
Hey, I'm liking your shoulder. It looks really good. I often forget to do that with my shoulders. Bring in the, separate the actual ball of the shoulder from the bicep and tricep muscles.
Yeah, I'm gonna erase those lines more when the usually you show that definition with shadow, but I'm drawing it out so I have an idea what spacing I want.
I'm more of a hard lines person, so you've done it the way I normally would. What'd you do?
Terrible. So the biggest thing is getting used to feeling, your strokes without like looking right where the pen tip is.
Yep.
And I'm a short brush kind of guy. So I do small strokes like you're doing now with pencil. I don't like it as much on this or on a drawing pad.
See, this is the thing with the neck here. This is what you have to control with shadow. In here. I also kind of like this one because he kind of had his hand in front of his body here. So I can steal that. See, he's got a center form here. And this comes over to here, but we can angle that up to here. Get approximately the same length here. Then we can grab the other hand over here, have it interface right there. And I've got body box, center, rest of the torso. I kind of want to get this. I want to get some like knee action in here. She's sitting cross-legged. Gotta figure that out. That'll be interesting. I'm not gonna have this puzzle. Just like a glorified Rubik's Cube. Go. What do you think of that? Wait for it. That.
Very nice.
When in doubt, steal somebody else's bone structure.
Pose assist. Well, that's what technically what you're doing is almost modeling. Just looking at a model. Some people just look at a model and take from it.
Yeah, well. Oh, is he gonna have his hands folded behind his back?
No, he's gonna have both his hands resting on both his swords. So one's going behind his body and the other one's gonna be resting on the hilt of his sword. So his left arm, you'll see,
is behind his body, so you can't, or as you can see, but the right hand is behind his body, so you won't see that one.
Yes.
Nice.
And it's
I don't know why you say you can't draw. That's really good. Malachi's better than me.
Nope. I've drawn in so long. I cannot say I'm better than anyone at all. If I drew more often, then I could have a little more confidence in my drawing. But also, I don't like to keep. I don't want to ever have that mindset with this because I can always improve, and I always like listening to people's ideas because they always come up with great things. Like one of my teachers taught me a really cool method with drawing because he noticed I was pretty decent, and he's like, "Oh, I'll do this," and I was like, "Oh, well, I didn't think of it that way. That's actually really cool." And also, one teacher taught me to view an image as shapes and not just like the whole image. Try to view it in sections and kind of like figure out how it all lays together. You gotta just torso I feel is gonna be stupidly long. Might have to change the positioning of his legs. And that's fine because I got lots of area to work with.
Could be worse. I still need to figure
I
out
think
how the
that's.
feet are going to work. But the idea is that it's supposed to be, and this is going to be the really tough thing, I have no idea, perspectives and angles and shit like that, trying to portray that the dude's inside of a room, a square room, with transparent walls and ceiling, and this bird up here is sitting on the top of it looking down at him.
Oh, gotcha.
That's what's going to eventually happen. I think I don't need this layer anymore because I don't think it's helping me. Interesting. So you wanted straight long swords, huh? None of that curved shit.
No, because I want to find swords later that have some meaning that are actually curved. I don't want my starter weapons to be anything fancy because, you know, I'm just starting off, you know.
Well, I hope we can find you something with some meaning. The problem with 5th edition is that it's like they're...
Well, no. Like, what would be cool for story-wise, Tristan, is I don't want item with stats. Just making a sword that's, like, named, that just only is nifty in name. Kind of like giving a weapon history without giving it stats. That would be cool.
Yeah, I can do.
Give it history, not stats.
I mean, you've already got the ability to give it stats.
Yeah, I can ice and dow it. But
I looked at my phone, I'm like, what? 3 viewers? Who's the third? And I went, oh, it's me. I'm viewing it in 2 locations.
Sure, that's what you weren't doing the last time. You were like, oh, hey, someone's actually watching.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, excuse me. I'm pretty sure that's what happened earlier tonight, where I thought I had a viewer, and it was really just me, and I kept trying to talk to them. They weren't responding.
You were talking to yourself.
Good
job, Tristan.
Well, for a while it said 2, and I think the second one was Joseph. It wasn't on this stream, it was on the P4 stream, because I was, my PC streams to the P4 channel.
Gotcha.
So that I can play games. I was doing Dead Space. Alright. It gets so warm. I just keep hoping somebody will come in and tell me what tools I'm not making the best use of.
Well, that's why I got the same program as you, so, like, we can learn together, my friend. I'll find out something nifty, and I'm like, Tristan, check this out, and you'd be like, oh, that's awesome. Tristan's got to teach me the ins and outs that he's learned so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like what I was asking for you, Tristan, if you look on my screen, what I was asking for before is like how do I add a layer, and like I couldn't quite figure out, like I figured you were saying like up at edit,
Oh no. Layer.
but I didn't realize there's this little button tucked away right there.
Tucked away right. What? Next to edit?
Right here. No, right
Yeah, no,
next to the
yeah,
layer.
I do it the long way. I don't do the quick button over there because I go up.
It's just
up
I don't find this a quick button. The quick button I find is this right here. New vector layer, the little paper.
What new?
This is actually a full menu.
Where? Hold on. Move your mouse around.
So right here's the button right here. Clicking it, flashing it, right there.
Yeah, I have to wait for the stream to catch up.
Yeah, it's about 5 seconds. I'm trying to imitate the
Right.
same thing so you can see it.
Yeah, I see what you're. I see
The quick button that I feel you're talking, like I see as a quick button, is this little paper thing in the bars right above layer. That's a quick button to me.
Yeah, no, I go up to the very top where it says File, Edit, Story, Animation, Layer Selection, and I drop down Layer.
Oh, okay.
And then I get New Layer, and then I choose Vector Layer after that.
Yeah. Okay.
And you should see that happening on my screen now.
Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, the actual layer button. Gotcha.
And that's where I get it from. Alright, we have a head, we have a chin, jawline. And these fucking giant ears that I never feel like I've mastered the way you're supposed to attach them. And of course on this side too. And then the worst part is that Eladrin don't have pupils in their eyes. And I fucked it up. I got that wrong. That's not how that works. I figured this out earlier. The centering on the chest is over here. So this has to come down this way. Long side over here. Like that. Are you making use of multiple layers so that you can have progressively cleaner lines?
I will next. This is just an outline. So basically, this is just trying to get the body shape and its pose. Like I did the first layer as the frame, the type of positioning on my character.
Yep.
And then this next layer is going to be, the outline of his body, how it's shaped. Next, on top of that, going to be doing clothing. And then once I pick out where the clothing is, after I've done the body lining, I'm going to do with a pen or a black. That's why I'm doing blues and greens, is I'm going to do a black, because I'm going to do brown for the clothing, a very light brown. And then I'm going to do black for the actual final lining. So basically I'm getting the body shape, how it's positioned, all that now, with as little detail as possible, just trying to get the exact look I want. Then do clothing on top of that, and then I'm going to start outlining what's actually visible. And then I'm going to start adding the details in after that. So that's my plan, at least, because really I haven't really used an art program like this. I've always done my art on pencil and paper and pen and paper or paints.
Mm-hmm. Nothing
Never
wrong
really.
Nothing wrong with any of that, man.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like this is the first time really taking the time to draw on a computer. Right now I'm trying to get my legs.
Alright. How's interesting. Undo that line. I don't know how that got there. What do you think of that? Not half bad.
There you go.
You think I've captured that truly defeated look?
Yeah, I believe so. I do like your facial expression is actually perfect.
I'm really proud of that one, to be quite honest. I usually have a lot of trouble.
Is he a younger character?
He's 117.
Okay.
But that means he's about 26.
Oh,
He's gonna look like about a 26-year-old because he's an Eladrin in 4th edition.
Yeah, gotcha.
But in the beginning of this campaign, he was introduced to the party originally as this weirdo stuck in a box in the middle of the woods, and it was because he had inflicted this trap upon himself as he was searching for ancient battlegrounds to recover artifacts that might reconnect him with the gods that had been severed from the world. And he stumbled into this trap that put him inside a magical box that he couldn't break with any of his magic. He couldn't break his way out, but he found a puzzle inside and realized that they were magically connected, so if he could solve the puzzle, he'd be able to open the box and get out. And it took him 2 weeks to solve it. So by the end of that 2 weeks, he was quite, this.
Freaking just want to get out of this goddamn box.
Oh my god, yeah. That's exactly right. He just wanted to get out of the goddamn box. I wasn't sure what he'd done to piss off Corella to put him in this box. There we go. That's pretty good. Remember to do my little that. Things get bigger as they get closer to the foreground. Maybe not like that, though. Oh, he looks fancy now that he's got a leg. You said he's in a fighting stance, right?
Kind of like he's stepping on something. He's like, kind of like a captain's pose, maybe, I guess.
Captain Morgan.
Yeah, there you go, something like that. I was trying to think of a good way to describe it, but yeah, kind of like a captain type pose, kind of like standing on something and
I get you.
I'll make this a little thinner, maybe. I'll look.
I hate hair. I suck at hair.
Hair, I could say I actually do pretty good with. I like doing hair. Everything else is kind of screwed.
I just need someone to fucking teach me to do hair properly.
You're worrying about in my honest opinion, you're worrying too much about the inside. You're doing a lot of scribbles on the inside. Usually what I do is I do the outline. Like you do the outer part and then you do what parts will be hanging down. And then you add the waves and the coloring on the inside. And less detail. You don't want to put a lot of... Use like the sheen or the... I'm also kind of thinking more of an animated style. That's the way I draw my hair. So only abrupt folds in the front. And just coloring. The coloring will add the detail in it.
But I very rarely color at this point.
Yeah, you like you said, you like to do line drawing, or more just line. Well, this is why we're drawing together, so we get an idea of how each other draws, and then
I need to get better at, keep it simple, stupid. Like
same with me.
Like these kinds of things.
Actually, making a coherent face shape too, all the time. That's one I got to get good at too.
What?
Getting the shape of the face. It's hard to get the nice positioning with the jawline and everything to get. My hardest part is the side, getting a sideways look. Like front on, not too hard. Sideways is always a bitch. At least for me.
You mean profile?
Yeah. And making sure the eyes and doing yeah. I gotta work a lot on my perspective. That looks painful.
What's that?
Straighten that leg out. Looks unnatural, Tristan.
So does your face, but you don't hear me complaining about it all the time.
Whoa. That was just rude.
Yeah, it was. You like my bird?
It's a cock.
It's not. It's a quetzal. There you go. Quetzal. I'm waiting for the word to appear on the stream. There it goes. Give him a penis.
No.
No, Malachi, draw a dick.
I only do pictures. I don't do drawings. I said if I don't have the picture to send you.
What of your dick?
No, the dick pic.
Didn't I send you a picture of Rick at one point and told you?
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
The best unsolicited dick pics are of Richard Nixon. Fucking arm crotches. Fucking hands. Right?
Hands aren't too bad.
If hands aren't too bad, you're probably not doing them right, because if you're doing them right, they're a pain in the dick.
like I said, I like drawing hair, I like drawing flowers and simple stuff like that. When we're talking like landscapes and profile pics, Malachi's just like, God damn it.
Yeah,
I gotta be right back. I gotta tell Ian that our landlord's gonna be here tomorrow, so just give me a second. Because he sleeps until later. I want to see if he's gonna be up early or not. Pets.
Yes, never. It is difficult. It sucks. Three viewers. I wonder. Alright. What's next? I have to figure out the legs, and I have to figure out the hand. That hand. Alright, I'm thinking for this leg is going to be the one that's exposed. Which means it's Gotta be big.
Alright, that's all I wanted to give you a heads up on. I'll get my hairy self out of here. Alright, I'm back. How you making out, Tristan? See, you're a lot quicker than me with this too. Oh, wait, did you step away? Tristan!
No, I'm here. I'm just responding to a text. And I'm just thinking, oh, God.
See, you're so much faster. You started that picture just now, and look how far you are compared to me after 2 days.
Well, you're distractible. We gotta work on that.
Distractible?
But you've gotten a lot done since you sat down and started focusing on it.
Distractible. Well, I don't get to play with my brother much. I don't think I'll be able to play with him until next week now. That was my only chance to play with him for a while. And I had to let Ian know about my landlord coming to put my new window in, which I'm happy about.
Yeah.
New window!
I am struggling with this fucking leg. Fuck.
Which leg?
Well, his left leg, our right.
It looks like you got it about right.
Well, yeah.
Don't.
Super long.
No.
Hello, foot. I'm trying to hide the foot back here.
It's gonna be long. It should look long because you're seeing the whole part of his leg, and usually that's about half your torso. Actually, about more than half your torso.
Well, a thigh plus a shin and the foot on the bottom is as long as the head plus the torso.
Yeah. So even just having your, and also you're making it too bold. No, you would see that a bit.
All these lines are me trying to find the right line. This is how I do it. I
Yeah.
just keep adding lines until the right one gets on the page. And then when I go to the next layer, I only go over that line. And so, this fucking, how do I do this foot? I don't know. Is it, how much of the foot do you see? Is it, how much of the bottom are we looking at? Are we seeing, heel, and then this, and then big toe, and all these toes like this? So then the top of the foot goes over like that. Or would we see more of the side like that? Looks like you're looking straight on from over here. That looks bad.
I feel like a guy's sitting instead of standing.
Low stances are tough like that.
I think I need to straighten out my leg more. I think the left leg needs to be straighter to show it being the supporting leg with my other leg. Yeah, I think I just need to straighten out this leg. It needs to be straighter so it doesn't give the illusion of sitting. This needs to be straighter. This has to be straighter. Maybe I'm showing too much butt. No, I'm just kidding.
Showing too much butt.
Showing too much butt. What are you doing messaging people? You're supposed to be giving all your attention to me right now, Tristan.
Giving a lot of it to you.
No, I need every second. I need you to be visualizing my body drawing this picture.
I mean,
every little movement of my hand that's being done.
That's not good.
The sweat rolling off my cheek. The image of me sitting in this chair in my underwear.
It did. The graphics card crashed. Sweet.
Really?
Maybe
happen. That's why you're having trouble with it displaying streaming on Skype.
I don't know.
If your graphics card can't handle projecting it. I'm actually kind of curious about that personally. Like, how much does your video card actually have to produce when it's sending data out for streaming?
I'm not sure.
Like, does it use more or less than just sending the information that it would send to your monitor across the net? Like, is it just like reading the same information, or if it's kind of dual screening your computer and sending that extra image data to over the net? Or I should say, yeah, it renders a whole nother window. I wouldn't think so. But I do not know personally.
I don't know anybody who could answer that question.
Wasn't Kent a computer aficionado?
Yeah, but that's kind of like decoding, like how does information get handled by the processor, go to the, graphics card, come back to the motherboard, go to the display driver, head to your internet, adapter, and then transfer rates. Your internet transfer rate shouldn't affect, that, but...
well, I'm wondering, like, it doesn't have to be, like, that detailed, just along the lines of, this doesn't feel right to me. Maybe my leg's too long on the left. I think I need to shrink that a bit. I don't know. Alright. Yeah, Malachi, what are you doing? Actually, why don't I sit there and move this up and I can put more of my hand on the pad. There we go.
Do you need to check your LP since it's almost midnight?
Yeah. Probably should use up all the song stuff. Do you wanna?
Nope.
Wanna what?
I'm not gonna.
You know what I
I'm not
say?
gonna pause the stream. You go ahead.
Oh. No, I can mute myself. I was gonna say,
How does this hand look to you? I've drawn much worse hands.
Angle it more, because I'm not getting enough. Well, yeah. I feel you need to curve it more to give it more depth perception. So drop the non-thumb line down a little more, maybe?
What, down here?
Yeah, drop that down a little more and give more space up near the thumb. Like lengthen the base of the thumb to the first curve of the finger.
What, that?
Actually, let me think.
Because the hand, at this angle, the hand would almost be, you'd be looking almost straight at the back of the hand.
True, true. Actually, yeah, now that I just see it like that, maybe once it's finished it'd look better, but yeah, I think you pretty much got it, actually. Don't ask me questions, Tristan. I'm so out of practice. Yeah, I'm really out of practice, Tristan. It's hard for me to give really good advice.
Sure, it's fine. Just keep working on yours. I was just asking. And I still have this other hand that I've fucked myself with. Maybe I think I need to change my approach here. Because I almost want it to come in on top.
Let's see where I'm at.
Why is my phone not letting me sign in?
I'm still good with LP for a little bit, but it is getting late. I wanted to know if you want to do one game before bed, or is this all you want to do for this night?
Are you talking about League?
It could be League, it could be a couple matches on Warframe. I got Oberon finished now. Or we could do Overwatch also. I haven't been playing that at all. everyone's going to be on tomorrow, right? We're not doing Shadowrun, or do we have to finish my Shadowrun character too?
I forgot about that.
But if you are Shadowrunning, there's also the fact that everyone might want to finish the mission they're already on. Or did you guys end up actually finishing your mission?
They didn't finish. Somebody's stream went offline.
Yeah, I ended mine.
But you're not done.
Oh, I know, I'm far from done. I have eons more of work to do. What?
Come on, I'm putting you to shame here.
No, I know.
I guess mine's at a good pause point. I can finish it before I go to sleep. One last look, Malachi.
I do see it. It's coming along nicely. It shows your experience with drawing with your tablet, because you did quite a bit in a very short amount of time.
I have an advantage with the tablet. I'm drawing directly on the surface where the image is appearing.
Yeah, there's that too.
Alright, fine.
Hey, you don't have to stop.
Nobody was watching anyway, I don't think.
So this.